What's going on, YouTube? Tom here. God, I literally cannot get tired of that cold start in this car. It just makes it worth it because it's just so great, in my opinion. I don't know, I've never owned a V8 car before this one, so part of me just loves the sound of V8s. I'm actually thinking about doing an exhaust mod for this car, but I guess I'll touch on that later in this video. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for 1,000 subscribers. Because, believe me, it feels like I've been at YouTube for a while. Been doing it for about 1.5 years. Which there's channels who hit it quicker, and there's channels who take a lot longer. So, in my opinion, I hit kind of average. But, to me, it's significant because when I started on YouTube, it was honestly a different world. When I started with YouTube, anyone could be monetized. And then I remember a little while after I started, actually after I'd already hit it, luckily, they came out and said, no, you need 10,000 views to be monetized. And then, of course, this year, they actually said, well, no. Now you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And, of course, I had the watch time for a while, but I just didn't have the subscribers, which was like, yeah, it's annoying. And I remember at the time, I was at 500 subscribers, this time in January, when this came out, and I was like, oh my god, how am I ever going to get to 1,000? I have to double my subscriber numbers. So it was a little bit stressful. And, of course, you know, what did I do? I said, well, I just got to keep working at it. A lot of people came out and said, oh, no, it's so dumb of YouTube. I even made a video, which I've since deleted, just talking about why I think it's a horrible thing. And, to be honest, I still don't like it. I still disagree with that you need 1,000 subscribers. But, I guess that's another rant for another video. I'm happy to be at 1,000 right now. So of course that means that opens the door for monetization again, which is great because now I can start getting some ideas for videos that might even have, you know, some money going into them, but now I can hopefully see that money back out. And of course that means better content. And of course the big one is that means money to put towards the car here. You know, obviously short term I want to put it towards some of my car payment, try to eat into the actual cost of ownership, and then as time goes on I want to put it towards mods in the car. And of course better camera equipment, because I'm using a GoPro, which isn't the worst camera in the world, but to be fair, it could also be a lot better. I personally would love a DSLR. Of course, as I get better doing these videos, I want to upgrade the equipment to kind of help make that content better. So that's a big one for me. Now, of course, there is a catch with it. Like anything in the world, there's always a catch. Now, the big one right now with YouTube is they're behind big time on approving people. Now, they were saying for a while, don't worry, we'll have a decision to you in a week. Well, okay, now it's turning into some channels they've been waiting months and still haven't heard anything. Now, hopefully, for me, that it's closer to the week, I hope. Now, the only thing is my channel's been monetized before. I'm already partner verified with YouTube, meaning if I were to hit 100,000 right now, I'd get a little check by my name. At least I'd hope. I don't know how quickly that works. And of course, because of this, I have everything ready to go. They just simply need to hit yes on their end, just say yes, remonetize. They're saying they hope to be caught up by the end of June. I'm taking that with a grain of salt. I'm hoping that's what they really mean that. I'm hoping I can have my channel monetized by the end of June. If not, it's not like I'm going to quit making videos or anything. So, though I am thinking about some mods for the car already, now that I'm pretty sure eventually I will have another source of income. And, of course, one of them is cold air intake. I've been doing research on that, trying to figure out which one I want to go with. Haven't really made a concrete decision on that just because there's so damn many of them. And of course the other one is exhaust, and I think I've got an exhaust mod figured out. One that I know for a fact would do well with this car the way it's set up. Now, for most people know, I have an active exhaust car, so therefore I get the selectable modes. I can go to quiet mode all the way to track mode, kind of varying degrees of loudness. Now, as people said, you don't really need to mod the exhaust on this car. Track mode's quite loud. Yeah, it sounds really good outside the car. Made a video on talking about that before. So, but in my opinion, the theatrics aren't there. So I'm actually looking at some options. I'm more than likely going to just go ahead and do a cut and clamp X-pipe in this car, because that would kind of help that rasp. And personally, I like the rasp that an X-pipe brings. H-pipes kind of have more of a growl. X-pipes have more of a rasp. Yeah, can't talk all of a sudden. Personally, I like the rasp, and that and X-pipes free up a little more high-end horsepower. So that's my thoughts on that. I don't know, I'll throw that out there, and anyone let me know what you think about that. So that's coming eventually. But like I said, the big one is money's got to be a thing, because it's good. It's still a good bit of money. It's the cheapest option for exhaust outside of just leaving it stock. But of course, it costs money. So yeah. Also, just hit 1,600 miles on the car, which I really love. I know some people are always worried about keeping miles off of a car. My opinion is, no, it's a car. I'm going to drive this thing. So 1,602 miles right now. Of course, I plan to put a lot of miles on this thing. I mean, my philosophy with this car, if I can get 100,000 good, solid miles out of it, I'll be happy with it. Now, of course, there are some concerns going into that, because I've already seen a few people on YouTube having problems with the Mustangs. I made a video talking about all, like, the little details, like some panel gap fitment issues and some squeaks and rattles. Those I'm not too worried about, because that's every car, especially a Ford. It's not like this is a Lexus or anything. But I've already seen a couple where people were left on the side of the road, so that's got me a little worried. Knock on, well, whatever materials I have here, the aluminum on the dash. Knock on something that my car was built on a Tuesday, or whatever the superstition is that your car is better. That's what I'm hoping. So, gotta keep on the lookout for that. And of course, I got some other goals on YouTube. Of course, the next big one is, short term, I want to go ahead and just, double my subscriber count. If I can get to 2,000, that'd be great. Because that's kind of the next goal. Then, of course, I'm hoping pretty soon I want to, go up by a factor of 10. And if I, next course is 10,000. It opens up a lot more features on YouTube. And, of course, opens up certain things. So, obviously, that's the next big one, as I've said. But, right now I want to focus on, of course, monetization happening. Focus on better content. Because, of course, that's the end goal with YouTube, is regardless of money, regardless of subscribers, is to just bring good content. I think that's what some YouTubers get away from, and they start complaining. So, as I mentioned with that, let's just hope that happens quickly. Once again, big thank you to everyone who subscribed. I appreciate it a lot, especially a big thank you to long-term subscribers. You all are the real MVPs, because some of you all, I know there's at least a couple I can think of that have been commenting actively since before I had 100 subscribers. You all saw something in this channel back when I had, double-digit subscribers, two digits, and of course now we're at 1,000. So that means a lot to me, especially. And of course, future long-term, this is of course for when I get enough money, I want to get more cars to add to the channel. Because obviously, I want to look back and be able to say, back when I had 1,000 subscribers and just the Mustang, because I have the Tacoma still, but I barely have it on the channel anymore. I want to add some more cars to this collection I've got going. Bring in a different audience, not just Mustang people. As much as I love the Mustang community, I also got to bring in some other people. But this car, I don't plan to get rid of anytime soon. I don't plan to be one of these people that flips cars. So, definitely thinking of some ideas for the next content. One of the ones I proposed a while ago, and just still have yet to look into it because I work so much. In fact, I had a busy week this week. Was I'm looking to put this car on a dyno and just get a baseline number of what kind of power it puts out. So that's the big one. It's something I still want to do. Another one is I think I want to do another Q&A. Now, I did one a while ago, but I only really got a couple of questions, so it didn't really work as well. So I think I want to try that again, where I want to do another Q&A. So if you've all got a question you want to ask me, let me know in the comment section below, because I want to interact with you all as my subscriber base. It doesn't have to be Mustang related. I know last time I got a lot of Mustang questions. So let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. If you have any questions for this Q&A, definitely let me know. So I want to try that one more time. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you are stopping in for the first time, go ahead and subscribe, because I don't plan to stop at 1,000. Again, big thank you to all of those who have subscribed, because this channel wouldn't be possible without you all. Channels on YouTube, in fact YouTube in general, would cease to exist without support from viewers. So anyway, all that being said, take care, have a good day.